Greetings, Magnusites. The god that wields the dark Mjolnir has returned. Thor's counterpart has descended to his throne of thought to answer your question as the Magnusite movement marches forward to 1 million subscribers. Now, got a email that I thought was kind of interesting, and in a minute you'll find out why. So it's from Mr. Ward, and he says, I need help. He said, what's up, Magnus? I just wanted to send you a quick email asking for your advice. My name is John and I'm 19, but I will be turning 20 in June. I have a problem because I want to be an MMA fighter, but my parents don't want me to. They've told me that I'm living in a fantasy world. Fighting has always been a passion of mine. My 39-year-old brother got me interested when I was just 4 years old. I wasn't able to start learning until I was about 13 years old, though. I feel like God has blessed me with a talent. Everyone that I trained with says that they know that I would be great in an actual fight, just based off of sparring alone. My parents want me to go to college instead. All my life, my parents have told me what to do, and I haven't had much say-so. I don't want to be stuck doing something that I don't enjoy doing for the rest of my life. College isn't really of any interest to me because I feel like it's ticking, like time is ticking for me. I feel like I can always go back to school if MMA doesn't work out, but I have this feeling that it will. I work too damn hard. My girlfriend also just gave birth to my daughter in December. I use those as my motivation to become the best. What should I do? Thanks for the advice on this. Young Magnusite. It's really hard for me to answer a question or point you in the right direction on something that I don't in particular agree with myself. I'm going to explain to you why. I actually thought about being a fighter a few years ago. When I got out of high school, and shit, every fighter you talk to, who was their inspiration? Bruce Lee, Muhammad Ali, guys like that, all the time. For me, it was Bruce Lee, Jean-Claude Van Damme, Steven Seagal, and later on Tony Jaa. And it was in my nature. I felt like I had a competitiveness deep within inside me, something that wanted to maybe lash out and dominate people. But the older I got, I felt as though it wasn't needed. The more my mind was open to the pleasures of life, the simple pleasures of life, something in me did not want to get involved in anything where I would have to hurt someone, or I could hurt someone, or I could be hurt, or I could be crippled, or I could get brain damage, or I could give someone else brain damage, or I could kill someone, or I could be killed. So that's the reason why it's hard for me, because the talents that you have are athletic abilities. When you have speed, when you have stamina, when you have strength, when you have quick reflexes. These are things that can not only be used as a fighter, great instincts too, intuition. You can see things coming, you can read people really well. And I'm the same way. I can read people really well. I'm fast, I'm strong. I think. You know, these are things that make a great fighter, exceptional fighter, a killer. You know, but hey, when I tell y'all that I give advice from the heart, I do give advice from the heart. I'm talking to you like you're my little brother, or like you're my cousin or a friend. And it's shit. I don't want you to get hurt. I don't think you live in a lie or in a fantasy world. I think you probably, hey, if you say you got it and everybody that's rolling with you say you got it, shit. Well, hell, you could become the greatest MMA fighter of all time. Who knows? You the next Anderson Silva. I don't know this. All I'm saying is if you're going to make this choice, if you're going to, because who am I to turn you away from following your dream? But what I don't want you to do is to, it's hard, man, because I wanted to be a wrestler at one time too. And I think about all the guys that are just crippled. They're broken. I mean, they are broken shells of who they used to be because of how tough their business is. Think about all the guys out there that are crippled from football, just all fucked up and in pain for the rest of their lives. When I got older, I started to think about living a very long, prosperous, pain-free, and disease-free life. So that's the same thing that I want for you, and that's the same thing that I want for all my Magnus sites and anybody else that has a good nature and good heart. Anybody who's evil, I want them to change. If you won't change, fuck you, go to hell. But I see you got a baby to support. I saw your picture there, you and your girl. You're a good-looking couple. You look like you go together, man. You look happy there. And I don't want to hold you back, man, from your dreams. What I want you to do, okay, is to weigh the payoff with what was the worst that could happen. If you feel that the payoff is bigger than the risk, then I say go ahead and do it. I say make an educated decision and do it. You have my support. I'm just saying be careful. You know what I mean? Like, if I already know, like, I actually do plan on taking some self-defense classes. I'm big on Krav McGraw, something about it. Something about it. Something inside of me really likes Krav McGraw. Very simplistic, direct to the point. But I want you to make that informed decision, man. And I lost my train of thought. You know, I don't make the informed decision, discuss it with your girlfriend, and if you feel it's the right thing to do, just go ahead and do it. And go full speed ahead. This is what I was going to say. If you're the type of fighter that's a savage, I wouldn't suggest that you go into it because you get off from hurting people. I saw Brock Lesnar in an interview one time, and he said something to the fact, don't quote me, but I think he likes to hurt and dominate people. I think that's what he said. And to me, that's not cool. I mean, he's a specimen, he's a freak of nature, he's very talented. But I'm just saying, when you like to hurt people, it's different to me if you like the challenge. You like the challenge if you're like Ryu from Street Fighter 2. You know what I mean? If you're like that and you're trying to become a better individual through martial arts, I say go with it. You don't like to hurt people. You don't live for the kill like Akuma. You know what I mean? You're not like that. You don't just come in raging demon. You're just not looking to kill people. You get what I'm saying? You are looking for the challenge. You're not the guy that gets on somebody and grounds and pounds for no reason just because you want to destroy them. Ground and pound is something you do because you dropped them and now you gotta take them out. I've seen guys where you're just like, man, this dude he's blood drunk. He has a bloodlust. Like, I don't believe people like that should be fighters. I believe fighting is the most ancient form of competition, human competition. It's hand to hand. I think there's something that can be said for that type of competition. Like wrestling, like your attributes could probably be used really well for wrestling. Become, NCAA champion. You get what I'm saying? Stuff like that, where you're not trying to really hurt people or draw blood or break somebody's neck or their arm or their knee, or where you could get your eye poked out. You see the one dude, the Jim Carrey dude, that fighter? Oh my God, I'm surprised he still has an eye. But that's all I'm saying. If you have a good nature inside, and you're not a guy that's just relieving anger and frustration, and you don't like to hurt people, then you definitely have my support. If you just like the competition, you drop somebody, you see him fall down, and you look at him, you bow, that type of stuff, where you're not you're not trying to just maim people, then I say go for it. Okay, if you're not that type of person, go for it. You got my support. And I'll be the first one to buy a ticket, and I'll come see you when you have your championship fight. I promise you on that. 1 million subscribers. Woo!